You know, Mr. Foster, May the 21st, 2005. I don't know if you recall what happened that day. I'm sure these idiots out here don't know what happened that day, but let me just fill you in. May 21st, 2005, I become the first ever West Virginia heavyweight champion. For 8.5 years, I have laid claim to that title. Nobody's ever beat me for it. Nobody ever pinned my shoulders to the mat 1, 2, 3 and took the title away from me. It was just conveniently forgot that I was the champion. The next thing I know, it shows up at WVCW. 8.5 years I've been waiting, biding my time, that thorn in my side, knowing that no matter where I went, no matter who I beat, no matter what championship I won, there was one title that I still had unfinished business with. 8.5 years later, I stand here before you tonight claiming to be the West Virginia heavyweight champion. And I will prove it very, very soon, whether they like it, whether you like it, or whether you like it. I am the best, and I'll prove it when I'm ready to prove it.
As we are on the air, joining me here at the table, none other than Jeff Griffith, and the man who lost to Frank Parker 2 weeks ago, the Heat Miser, Scotty Blaze.
He had to throw that in, right, Scotty?
That's okay. Richie Cunningham over here. And we all saw the tape. We saw that Frank pulled out a chain out of his trunks or somewhere and hit me right across the head. But that's okay. You know what? I have a singular focus on Sean Cruz, and I should have been paying more attention to Frank Parker because no one in this company knows Frank Parker better than I do. I was there when he first started at Boogie's and became his first student. I was there to see Frank Parker rise. I saw him wrestle in TNA on their very first episode. I've seen him wrestle in the WWF. So I know Frank Parker better than anybody in this business, and I lost focus. That's my fault.
Now, of course, Frank Parker was in the WWF with his tag team partner, Ruthless Roger Anderson. They were Death and Destruction. A great tag team throughout the southern West Virginia and basically East Coast area there for a long time.
And not only that, in Puerto Rico, you know, they were a dominating tag team. You got to give credit where credit's due. Frank Parker, Roger Anderson, they were death and destruction. They were a feared tag team. I've been up against them with various different tag partners, and I know what they brought to the table. I know what Frank Parker still brings to the table. I just lost focus.
And at the moment, Frank Parker's bringing some destruction to Eric St. Clair in that corner, but St. Clair fighting back out.
Yeah, and it was just last week that Eric St. Clair defeated MC Dykes, and then the contract came about as Eric St. Clair's firing up on Frank the Tank Parker here. Eric St. Clair taking an early and probably surprising control of this match right here.
Well, you got to remember Eric St. Clair, back in the old days when St. Clair was still just a rookie, you know, he watched Frank Parker. He watched Frank Parker in the ring. He watched him from ringside when he was a manager of, I forget the tag team back then. But, I mean, he's seen Frank Parker back and forth, I mean, up and down. So, you know, Lester knows, St. Clair knows Parker just as well as almost anybody except for me.
Oh, absolutely. And look at this. Taking control with this headlock, but Frank Parker backing him in the corner with an extension of hair, of course, there. Oh! A big knee to the gut.
Yeah, and real quick, folks, I want to make sure that everybody knows that they're in the holiday spirit. I hope everybody enjoyed whatever presents they've gotten. Our crowd here is in the holiday spirit as everybody's wearing Santa Claus hats out here. So we go for a cover. 1, 2 count there by Frank Parker on Eric St. Clair. Fans, don't forget, our next television taping is just a couple weeks away, January 11th, right here at the Princeton Rec Center in Princeton, West Virginia. Who will be the #1 contender coming into that night? Who may even be the WVCW heavyweight champion? You have to be here to see it live.
You got to come be a part of the WVCW Nation, the greatest audience in wrestling today.
Come out and see all the great stars of West Virginia Championship Wrestling like Scotty Blades, Frank Parker, and Eric St. Clair. Make sure you come out. Maybe somebody got tickets in their stocking from WVCW.
Well, there's no greater value than a wrestling ticket to the WVCW show. I'm sorry, I'm off my game tonight. Too much eggnog. But
it's only noon, Scotty.
Yeah, I know.
So, Scotty, did you get everything you was asking for from Santa Claus this year?
Yeah, I got myself an Xbox One.
Oh, there you go.
But right now, Frank Parker's exerting control over Eric St. Clair. Vicious head into the turnbuckle there.
Frank's got him on the proverbial ropes here. Working that 5 count. No!
And kicks him in the soft area. I mean, Frank's a smart wrestler. You know, like I said, you got to give him credit. I mean, Frank's been around in this business almost as long as I have. He's traveled all over the world, Puerto Rico, everywhere. Frank is a dominating force in whatever company he's in. And then the eye gouge, that's the great equalizer right there. He poked me in the eye a couple of times in our match a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
one of the greatest moves in technical wrestling, the eye gouge.
I didn't mean to cut you off there, Scotty Blaze, but there, you know, Eric St. Clair had Frank Parker shaking. And Frank Parker's come there with a big eye rake there. And now just a big snap bear and a rear chin lock.
Well, Frank may have underestimated St. Clair just a little bit because he knows he has more years in the business than St. Clair. And he saw St. Clair come up and rise up through the ranks from fan to manager to wrestler. He may have underestimated him just a little bit.
And Scotty, you're a guy that's been in the ring many times. Tell me, whenever the guy has you down like that, wrenching back on your neck and just laying their weight on you, what does that do to you?
I mean, you know, you got the knees in the back and the small of the back and the spine.
Cover 1, 2.
And then you're pulling back on the chin. That's putting pressure on that neck. It looks like a simplistic move, but it's a very effective move, and it's designed not to win a match, but it's designed to wear down your opponent. And we see some tape here coming off the wrist and choking St. Clair.
Yeah.
Referee can't find an angle because, you know, give it to him. Frank smartly blocks the view.
Very clever.
Referee Cody Green knew something was going on, but Frank Parker was watching the referee, not letting him come around to find out what exactly it was that was going on.
Yeah. Whether you like it or hate it, it's effective. And now with a neck wrench.
Oh.
Again, a very simplistic looking move, but that builds upon the pressure he was putting on earlier with that rear chin lock.
And you can just see the power Frank Parker has. That kind of power, twisting the head, twisting the neck, compressing the vertebrae. No. Oh! And then that.
Yeah, follows it up with a vicious straight punch to the forehead.
Crowd letting Frank Parker have it here. Definitely not endearing himself to the nation.
If there's an award given for sweatiest wrestler, Frank Parker's got it hands down.
Well, fans, you can still – we got our end-of-year awards episodes actually coming up in 2 weeks on our television program. I think all the other voting has stopped, so that one may not count.
I was going to say, is sweatiest wrestler, is that a category this year?
It should be a write-in.
We may look at it next year.
It should be a write-in.
Our year-end award episodes will start airing in 2 weeks, so make sure you tune in to find out who won on our end-of-year award episodes.
Well, Frank Parker looking confident, jawing with the crowd, and that was a mistake. Nice right hand to the dome of Frank Parker.
Frank's downright wobbly at the moment.
Yeah, knees are going weak there. And a kick into the gut. Nothing technical about that.
Oh, well, he blocks it, though. Look at this.
It's the hey, look, you know, don't let Frank Parker, you know, the look of Frank Parker deceive you. It's just like me. You know, do I look like a bodybuilder? No. I look like a professional wrestler. And that's exactly what Frank Parker looks like and what he is.
Absolutely.
You know? Big boot and clothesline there by Eric St. Clair. Combination knocking Frank Parker down onto the mat.
What is this?
As Mr. William Lavelle is now coming to ringside.
I don't know what Pee Wee out here is doing.
This can't be good for anybody, especially St. Clair.
He's yelling at referee Cody Green. Why is he yelling at referee Cody Green?
Wait, what's going on here? What's going on?
He has now grabbed the attention of Eric St. Clair. What's Frank Parker doing as he lowered that knee pad, and he has a chain in his hand?
Scotty, you know that chain all too well.
The same thing he did to you just 2 weeks ago. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3.
Not like this.
Your number one contender, Frank the Tank Parker, is going after the WVCW heavyweight title in Scott Reigns. He is the number one contender.
Fans of West Virginia, what better thing to do on a Saturday night than go see some great wrestling action featuring myself and the rest of the stars of the West Virginia Championship Wrestling locker room. You get great action, you get great food, and you get to hang around all of the great fans that West Virginia has to offer. And you might just see me in the ring.
And the pressure is being applied. Look at the expression on this man's face. Truly the wild man of professional wrestling, the wild man from Syria, the Sheik. And I think it's all over. The referee is trying to break this up. He's trying to...
JDAT Sports presents IWA Pro Wrestling Best of the 70s Volume 1, available at www.vcientertainment.com or by calling 800-331-4077. Over 3 hours of wrestling action starring Dominic DeNucci, Ox Baker, Dick the Bruiser, the Big Cat, Ernie Ladd, Ivan Koloff, the Sheik, Mighty Igor, Mil Mascaras, plus a one-time main event, Jerry Lawler vs. Bobo Brazil. 20 great matches for $14.99. Call now at 800-331-4077 or at www.vcientertainment.com.
He looks like he has Jerry bleeding. And the crowd on their feet.
Ready, George? You know something, wrestling fans? I am probably the most important guy in professional wrestling. I know I'm the busiest guy in all professional wrestling. You not only do I have a great book, the second greatest book, Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle, out, but I've also got the #1 hit TV show, Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle TV program on YouTube. Over 50 episodes of the hottest wrestling scoops, the hottest wrestling stories that you'll ever find, folks. Tune in. YouTube, Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle TV.
Eric St. Clair, you want to put your hands on me? Well, that's a bigger mistake than Obamacare. You tried to end my voice? Well, I am going to end your career. $10,000 to any man, woman, or child that puts an end to world class. No more Eric St. Clair. No more Orger Keeper. $10,000 is the price on your head, Mr. St. Clair. Happy New Year from the network.
Fans, there's the bell in our next match as we have Danny Romero with Jake Jacobs, and it looks like they've acquired Electrostatic. Welcome back, Electrostatic, to WVCW.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are going against Mad Dog David Lynch with Benny Conley in his corner. And it's just, it's just been 2 weeks ago that we've seen the team of Jacobs and Romero come together and beat the team of Bison and Smooth.
I got to tell you, these two guys have been impressing me a lot, Eric. Danny Romero, Jake Jacobs. We talk about all the fresh young talent that comes through WVCW. These two guys, real bright spots on the roster right now. And I think them coming together can only spell trouble for the rest of the tag team division.
David Lynch with a roll up there on Danny Romero. Romero kicks out and is able to somehow make himself back over, still have that side headlock on to Mad Dog David Lynch. Danny Romero here, definitely a newcomer, but does not need to take Mad Dog David Lynch very lightly. Very a veteran like we had last week in our main event. And like I said earlier, I would explain later the #1 contendership. I was wrong last week, but it was made official in that interview. I knew about that coming up, that the #1 contendership is next week as we have Frank Parker taking on Eric St. Clair. That was the correction there. The board of directors let me know afterwards. We made that correction here on television, and so it is now signed, sealed, and delivered for next week, #1 contendership. What do you think about that?
It's a huge match. Eric St. Clair, Frank Parker, I got to say, if he can push his way through Scotty Blaze last week and then take his way through Eric St. Clair, he deserves that #1 contendership because two of the most talented guys in the locker room.
Oh! Comes off with a double axe handle, and Mad Dog David Lynch just punches him right in the gut. Big chop to the back. Mad Dog David Lynch picks the man up. Big headbutt there. Knocks Danny Romero down on the ground.
Oh, I was talking a moment ago about how much promise I see in Romero and Jacobs, but at the same time, with Romero in there right now, he's against Mad Dog Dave Lynch. That's never an easy task, period.
And he's just biting Romero right there on the finger, right behind the referee. Referee never sees it. Jake Jacobs letting the referee know. Referee comes over and doesn't see anything.
And, you know, Romero's actually maybe playing a little bit more into Mad Dog's game right now. He may need to switch up the game plan on this match. His strategy needs to change a little bit.
Yeah, and fans, we want to make sure to let you know to tune in next week, our special Christmas episode. Christmas only 7 days away. What more of a gift can you have after opening gifts? You cut on your television. There's not a parade to watch or anything. No, you want to watch West Virginia Championship Wrestling.
The kind of action that we bring every week, I just skip opening the presents. That's your present.
I don't know. I may want my presents. What if it's a TV to watch WVCW? See, that's what you need to do. Everybody just, if you're watching on YouTube, pause it right now. Go out, buy you a big 70-inch TV. You can even buy it from Sam's Club.
You could.
And then you can come back and you can watch WVCW television on a 70-inch screen.
What could be better?
An 80-inch screen. If you want an 80-inch screen, you can come to Princeton, West Virginia, and go to Big John I. Sandy Superstore, whatever it's called.
I think I think it might have changed names.
Cheap plug for them. I don't know why.
Yeah. You know, I was going to say there's nothing better than watching on that big screen, but there is something better, Eric. Coming here live.
Watching it live. The next date is, of course, January 11th. Make sure you come out to our next television taping right here, Princeton Rec Center, Princeton, West Virginia. And you know what a new year means?
What's that?
A new year means another Miracle in the Mountains coming soon.
And, you know, that is the show of shows. That is the granddaddy of them all here in WVCW. And I got to say, the excitement's already building for Miracle on the Mountain.
It is, and let me tell you, a man that may be a contender for a match at Miracle on the Mountain is this Danny Romero, who has taken it to Dave Lynch, but Dave Lynch kind of sidestepping the man there. And Danny Romero going over the top rope on his own.
And Electra and Jake checking on him.
Yeah, Benny, Jake Jacobs was coming around to check on him, ran right past Benny Conley, and Benny Conley let him. He's like, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, Benny's kind of just playing it laid back. Look, Benny just hanging out, drinking some water. I don't think he's too concerned. He thinks Mad Dog's got this in the bag.
Well, Danny Romero is taking too much time here. Although he went over the top rope, he is letting Mad Dog David Lynch get too much air in his system, shake off too many cobwebs. And now Danny Romero here.
Look at this,
kind of sidestepping Dave Lynch, grabbing that leg. Is he going for a standing figure four here?
Almost like an inverted Indian deathlock a little bit.
A little bit. Why do you have to tilt your head like a dog when you look at this?
I want to get in there and really see. I don't know. I don't know why I do that. Yeah, bad habit. And look at this, though. He's just wrenching on those legs. Mad Dog trying to power his way up. He grabs the rope.
Yeah, he makes it over to the rope. As you can see in our camera shot right here in between Jake Jacobs and Electrostatic.
Big clubbing forearm.
Yeah, big forearm to the back of Dave Lynch.
And is he going to be able to get him up for the... Oh!
Big belly to back suplex there by Danny Romero. Goes for the cover. 1, 2 count by Danny Romero.
It wouldn't have surprised me if that was it. That was a very devastating suplex. He's sticking with it, stomping him. And Romero looking at the ropes. I don't know if he's planning on...
Referee getting in the way there. Danny Romero tells him to move.
Romero looks like he's going up top, Eric.
Romero
going look at this.
Comes up with a big leg drop and just misses right there. Dave Lynch able to move out of the way. Mad Dog David Lynch picks the man up. What's he going to do? He takes him to the rope, shoots him off. Big clothesline there by Mad Dog David Lynch.
And I got to say, that missed leg drop, that could have been the that might be the thing that changes the whole match.
Stunner there. Big stunner there.
This might be it.
1, 2, 3. And he's got his foot on the rope. The referee counted 3 count there, but
Jake Jacobs has a point.
Yeah, Danny Romero had what's Benny Conley doing? Benny Conley just told the referee that Danny Romero's foot was on the rope.
What is this? I mean, we saw it, but why in the world would Benny call attention to it?
Benny is letting the referee know that his foot was on the rope. And so the referee is saying restart the match. And he just shoves the referee. Now Benny, wait, I'm confused. What? Did he just get? He just got disqualified. Danny Romero has won the match.
Great series of matches. It's called The Best of the 80s, Volume 1, from Southwest Championship Wrestling. Some of the best wrestling there ever was during the 80s. some of the best wrestling ever.
Number 2 is up on the middle rope.
And joining me now, the WVCW Heavyweight Champion, Scotty Reigns. And Scott Reigns, you've got people gunning after you. And just like announced on the Nerdy 30 podcast a couple weeks ago, I'm sure one of them is big bad Frank Parker.
Absolutely. Like I said before, when I found out, because I didn't even know either. Now Frank's here. WVCW is the hottest promotion going right now. And the world title scene, this belt right here, just really got a huge shot in the arm. I've known Frank a long time. We go way back to an old place called BWC, Boogie's Wrestling Camp in Shawsville, Virginia. As a matter of fact, my first time coming up here to West Virginia, I was brought up here. I was brought in by one Frank the Tank Parker. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm glad the man's here. But I also know Frank, and Frank is about Frank. So if Frank the Tank Parker is here, he's here for gold. And so all I have to say is there's a buttload of people that want a shot at this. I took a break. I took a back seat from full-time rock and roll touring. The champ is here. The champ's not going anywhere. The champ is ready to fight. Haters beware. Make all the remarks you want, big boy, because you can't do what I do. The champ is back. I'm ready to wrestle. West Virginia, let me hear you scream one time.
There you hear from the WVCW Heavyweight Champion. Who will be the number 1 contender? We'll find out soon. There you go, champ. Right back up to the ring.
And welcome back. We have in the ring right now the WVCW champion, Scott Reigns, taking on Dr. Roger Ham. I'm Scotty Blaze. With me is the Nerdy 30s, Jeff, and WVCW's own Richie Cunningham.
The voice of WVCW.
And look at that. They start off with a handshake, showing some goodwill on this Christmas Day.
Really? That's what you're going with? Goodwill?
Yeah. Feeling the spirit,
He
Scotty.
hasn't opened his presents yet.
Yeah.
He's just jealous because I got an Xbox One.
I'm hoping to get one, and if so, we'll be playing, Scott.
I'm hoping I got a PS4 under my tree.
This guy.
No.
So here we go. 2 of the most talented wrestlers in all of WVCW, and therefore the state, in Roger Ham and Scotty Reigns. I can't wait. Oh!
Big
Wow.
snapping arm drag there by Scott Reigns, almost throwing Roger Ham outside of the ring.
Roger Ham fired up right there. And what people don't realize is Roger Ham has been around this business a very, very long time. Him and another gentleman named Mike Williams formed a formidable tag team by the name of America's Most Wanted long before there was a Chris Harris and whoever the other guy is that was on TNA.
Cowboy James Storm.
Oh, yeah, Cowboy James Storm. Thank you.
He's still there.
Oh, he is? Okay. Sorry, I like to watch wrestling, so I don't watch that.
And if you want to watch wrestling, you're watching it right now. 2 of the best. And look at this. You know, you heard the crowd earlier coming alive with those WVCW chants. You want to be a part of the nation, you got to come out and do this. And that's what the kind of atmosphere you're going to experience every show.
Well, this is about wrestling. WVCW's putting wrestling back in the marquee.
Whoa.
Oh! Wow.
Both of these guys firing up. The Christmas spirit has gone out the door, and we are about to have a Donnybrook.
Wow. I give credit to Scott Reigns. You know, he's not backing down. I don't know what's in Roger's head right now. It almost looks like the Roger of old.
Yeah, Roger Ham definitely not happy here. Scott Reigns just slaps him right across the face. This is our main event on our television program on this Christmas Day. We hope everybody out there is having a very Merry Christmas, enjoying your eggnog, as we know Scotty Blaze did before we came on the air.
Well, hey, you know, it's the Christmas season, or
But
the holiday season.
I want to remind everybody that tonight, make sure you tune in at 10 o'clock for a very special Nerdy 30 Christmas episode. Find out what all the Nerdy 30s got for their Christmas presents.
I'm assuming that right about now, Tony is probably preparing the turkey, preparing the Christmas ham, watching the Star Wars Christmas special.
No. No, that's a black eye to the Star Wars universe.
It really is.
But back to
Speaking
the match.
of black eyes, that was a big knee that Scotty Rain just took to the face right there.
Beautiful segue. Roger Ham got Scotty Rains down on the mat here. The Iceman gasping for wind. Going for the big body slam. One-handed scoop slam.
Yeah, this could be a classic between these two. I mean, these two guys know how to go. They know how to go, and a 2 count right there only for Roger Ham.
Well, we've been talking about votings for ballots, end of the year awards. This could be a late contender for match of the year, obviously.
Well, I mean, for next year, yes.
Yes, it could be. And while we're on the subject of holidays, I just want to wish my significant other, Marav, a happy Hanukkah.
Very cool. Yeah, absolutely. Happy Hanukkah from all
and
of
real
us.
quick, I'd like to wish my 2 girls a very Merry Christmas, as well as I'm sure you have some family in yours, Jeff.
Absolutely. I'd like to say to Macy Bell and Luke and Melissa, happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Big drop kick.
Nice drop kick right on the button. Too close to the ropes again.
So didn't mean to cut you off there, Jeff.
Oh, that's all right.
And
Just wishing my family a Merry Christmas.
And a Merry Christmas to my son, Austin, who may one day grow up to be Scotty Blaze Jr.
I see that happening.
And also happy Hanukkah to her 2 kids, too, Matan and Ariel.
It's amazing you say that, because a lot of us have watched your kid grow up, back from the APW days till now. So maybe we may see him in one of these rings one day. We hope everybody at home's having a very Merry Christmas. Everybody watching us on YouTube, be it after Christmas or on Christmas Day, we hope that you guys have had a very Merry Christmas too, and watching a great match here as Roger Ham taking it on to Scott Rains, who is all over Roger Ham right now, shoots him off, comes off with a big clothesline there. But
Nice.
Scott Rains.
Was
Scott
that enough
Rains,
to keep Roger down?
We're about to find out as he goes for cover, grabs the leg. 1, 2 count there by referee Cody Green.
And that's the thing about Reigns. The one word I would use for him is explosive.
Yes.
When he comes out at you, he explodes off the mat, nails you with that impact. It's crazy.
Well, I will attest to his super kick because before.
Whoa!
Look at.
Oh my God!
Speaking of super kick.
Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. There's your winner. Scott Rains was able to pull it out on this Christmas Day and pull out a win over the good Dr. Roger Ham. Fans, don't forget, just a couple of weeks, our end of award episodes will start airing in 2 weeks. Our next television taping is just a few weeks away, January 11th, plus the Nerdy 30 podcast tonight at 10 o'clock.
Look at
As
this.
we see Scott Rains showing great sportsmanship on this Christmas holiday, raising the hand of Roger Ham.
Oh no! Here's Frank Parker.
Frank Parker just nails both of them. Roger Ham to the outside. Hustler Rip Manson rushing over to his side.
And this can't be good for the champ.
Frank Parker putting a bah humbug at the end of this program.
What's this
here.
though?
Now Scott Rains
Look at
all
this.
over Frank Parker with a couple right hands. Comes off. What's this going to be? Frank Parker, no, it's Christmas. Oh, what a move! What a move! Frank Parker onto Scott Rains going after that WVCW heavyweight title. Fans, that's it. We will see you next week.